Honey, what's wrong?
I'm seeing and hearing things again. Stupid alarm clock.
I think you need help. This is the third time this week.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
The Iowa Veterans National Recovery Center offers counseling for mental disorders and training and is ready to help veterans today. For more information, visit www.vnrc.com. Dad gum, this paint and blanket ain't turning into the customized t-shirt I want. Where can I find a man-made customized shirt?
Why not Raygun in downtown Des Moines?
Raygun?
Of course. They have all kinds of merchandise with catchy slogans. You can even customize your shirts. They just moved to 505 East Grand Avenue in the East Village.
Yeehaw! I'm heading to this Raygun.
We're the After Hours Talk Show with Curtis
And Kelly, where we kick off with our Thursday night football prediction.
What's the president doing in this casket?
Did that really just happen?
That definitely just happened. But Curtis, you know what I'm so tired of?
Hey, did you get my Snapchat?
That's not mailing, but you know what it is? Our weekly man card nomination.
So tune in to the After Hours Talk Show.
Thursday nights from 8 to 10 on Edge 88.1. Edge 88.1, you're back with the After Hours Talk Show with the awesome Mike Kelly and yours truly, Curtis Jackson. And we're going to give out a little man card where we give cards out for people that we feel that are gutsy, brave, even foolish sometimes, but something that really defines that you're a man. So Mike, what do you got for some man card action?
Well, for some man card action, Curtis, I got a man who is truly courageous, even foolish.
All right.
Get this. Paul Rosalie, he's doing a documentary on the Discovery Channel, and here's the catch. He's volunteering to be eaten alive by an anaconda, the world's largest snake.
Like, to the death? Is this what he's wanting, or is it more of just like
you might
try to survive this?
You might think that, but he's going to be wearing this protective suit with cameras on it, so it can show what it looks like to be eaten alive by an anaconda. He's actually going to be swallowed whole by this anaconda.
That is terrifying. How is he going to breathe? I wonder. Like, this is amazing to me. I can't even fathom.
This is amazing, and I have more questions than I have answers. Like, is the suit going to hold up? How is he going to breathe? How is he not going to be crushed to death by this thing first? It's a massive snake.
Wow. That is just mind-blowing. I hope they have a lot of paramedics to the side here monitoring everything, because it could get really crazy.
Oh, I'm sure they have a lot of people standing by, and the fact that they're previewing it, which means they probably already filmed it, which means he probably survived, or else they wouldn't show it.
Agreed.
So kudos to this guy, man. What a brave guy.
Yes.
What he will do for the sake of science.
Yes, agreed.
Man card.
I'll give him a man card. So, Mike, if you were extremely famous, all right, you played in a band or anything, and someone came up on stage and attacked you, what would you do?
I would probably back off and try to get security to come and take care of the situation. I don't know. What would you do, Curtis?
Really? Well, I don't know. This recently in the news here, NoFX. It's a rock band. The bass player, Fat Mike. All right.
You talking to me or what?
No. Fat Mike, the bass player from NoFX. He got a hurt shoulder, had surgery, but he was up on stage playing, and a fan rushed up on stage and tried to tackle him, and so he punched him in the face and then kicked him again. There was a lot of people freaking out about it. But since you said that you would want security to take care of this issue, do you think it was right for him to do that? I think it's man card worthy. Well, that he did it to defend his position. There's a lot of crazy people out there that could rush the stage, cause damage to you. So, what do you think, Mike?
I don't know. I think most people at a concert, they just want to have fun, right? They're not really... Right. I mean, I'm sure this fan was just... Maybe had a little bit too much to drink, or just wanted to run up there and give him a hug because he really enjoyed his music. And I think this was a case of excessive force use. I mean, if you want to push the guy away, you don't have to punch him and kick him when he's down. Let the security guys do that. I think this is bad for his image, and I think his fans... they're going to be a lot more wary next time they run on the stage, but... Yeah, I think it's kind of a turn-off.
Well, both Fat Mike and the fan actually tweeted after the concert and like talk back and forth, like, hey, I'm sorry, man. The fan was really apologetic, like, hey, I shouldn't have rushed the stage. It is becoming more of a security issue. Don't get up on stage and harass the performers. So, I don't know. It's up in the air.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're going to rush the stage, you should be aware of the consequences you're going to get. On the other hand, yeah, you don't need to punch and kick a guy when he's down.
Right. So, Mike, I heard you have a crazy daredevil story coming at us.
Yeah, in Chicago on Sunday, there was a very, very brave and daring tightrope walker who walked a tightrope between several skyscrapers in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Now, he did this without any safety nets or safety harnesses, so just free. I mean, one gust of wind and it's over.
Oh, yeah, well, even, in those cities, if he's attached to those buildings, they sway a little bit in the wind. I'd be terrified to be up. How high was he, do you know?
I don't know for sure, but it's thousands of feet in the air, at least. I mean, the people look like ants. And it is the windy city. It's just Chicago. You mean you're right on the Lake Michigan there. You have all the breeze coming off the lake.
Right.
It's very unpredictable. And, gosh, man, I would never want to be on one of those.
Oh, neither would I. I actually, I've seen tightrope artists. I mean, they're amazing. That's a lot of skill and talent. Very man card worthy, I would say, to be able that high up in the air and staying on this tiny little
swaying rope. I think my man card should be taken away from me because I can barely watch that. I'm so nervous for him.
Right. It's terrifying.
It's terrifying indeed.
Well, I have one last one. This one kind of goes out to some soldiers, but there's a guy named Salmarian. He's an American soldier, and he's actually he got done with his tours of duty with America and everything, and he's now in the Turkish army fighting against ISIS, and he's also recruiting other soldiers from British and Canada and Russia and different places that have fought but are willing to come back and fight again against the ISIS, because ISIS is attacking everyone,
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like this is very man card worthy. It's something he didn't have to do. The guy's from Wisconsin, and I just think it's very man card worthy to want to stay and fight against something that you think is noble for your cause.
It is, and it's a complex situation politically about an American joining someone else's army and things. But for a man who wants to fight for what he believes in, for a good cause, I guess that is very man card worthy. All right, well, stay tuned on the After Hours Talk Show for I'm So Tired Of. It's our next segment coming up. But first, we got a little Queens of the Stone Age here on Edge 88.1. Welcome back to the After Hours Talk Show here on Edge 88.1 with Curtis and Kelly.
Oh, yes. It's a little bit time for the I'm So Tired Of segment.
It is a time where we look at the stuff that annoys the heck out of us, that we're tired of, that we would like to be stopped.
Right. So, Mike, what is bugging you out right now? What are you so tired of?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm so tired of. What's bugging me is people who you loan stuff to, and then they treat it like crap. You loan them something, you help them out, help a bro out, and then they just treat it like garbage. I mean, they damage it, they return it to you in a bad state. Like I might give my brand new baseball or football to a friend of mine, and he just starts kicking it around. It ends up going into mud.
Right.
It just tastes like crap, and I'm really sick of it.
What actually? But my thing is what if it's a complete accident? That they just completely accidental type thing, like a car runs over it when it bounced in the street. Are you really gonna blame your friend, or is it more of just you're tired of them disrespecting your stuff?
Well, part of it might be on how I'm feeling that day, but I suppose I could sympathize if something that drastic happened, but for the most part, I'm going to be angry with the person who I trusted to take care of my things, and I'm not going to be happy if it's not the way it's turned in the way I found it.
All right. Well, note to self: if I borrow anything from you, treat it well. Treat it very well.
You've been warned.
All right. Well, my thing that's really bothering me is, there's a lot of young kids out there right now that are driving, Mustangs. They're driving Challengers. The other day, I was walking through Grandview campus, and there was actually a student that was driving a brand new 2014 Corvette convertible. And it was a student. It wasn't a teacher. And I asked somebody else, I was like, what are they doing driving this amazing Corvette? You know, they're only like 22 years old. They're like, oh, well, parents are rich. You know, dude, I grew up, my first car was a Chevy Lumina. Like a 19, you know, nothing fancy. I think everyone should kind of work their way up. You know, by college, you're still not ready for a Challenger or a Corvette, and you can't afford one, but it means you're going to school, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that guy thinks he's quite the ladies' man. But you know what, my you know what my first car was? It was a turquoise blue 1995 Ford minivan.
Oh.
I mean, it
Nice.
held 7 people, but you know, the thing didn't have any exhilaration to it. It was a piece of garbage. But you know, I liked that car, and you know, I built my way to something better. But I started off with a bad car. So yeah, these guys that they start off with really fancy cars, you know, I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it.
I'm tired of that.
Those guys think they got it all.
So lucky.
So lucky. Those rich parents.
Mike, what else you got for us? What else are you a little tired of this week?
Well, another thing that I'm tired of this week is people who cheat on video games. What they're called screen looking. By screen looking, is when we play these video games and we play with the split screens, and they watch your screen instead of theirs.
Right.
So they know where you are, and it annoys me. You know, focus on your own screen.
Well, Mike, I hate to bust your bubble, but I've done a lot of screen looking in my video game playing days. So, you know, I think everyone does it. It is bothersome when you're having someone else screen look upon you, but I think everyone does it when you play.
Well, I'm sure everyone does it, but I don't want it to be consistent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want you to be just
so every time you move, they know where it's
on
at.
me. You know, like setting up ambushes. I mean, I play a lot of Halo, and it would bug me when people would run up behind me and just, like, out of nowhere, they get me. I'm like, well, how are they doing that? And it appears they're looking
just
at
watching
my
you.
screen.
Oh, he's coming around this corner. Bam! Got
Exactly. You know, I may have done it, but I like to think that I've grown out of screen looking.
Right. Well, there's another thing this is kind of another trend that's going on now. But the whole fascination with like longboards and scooters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to be a skateboarder, so it's kind of weird to me. Like now, everyone is longboarding. Like you see people everywhere. Like, not to be mean, but overset people, and you're also like girls. You know, really that wasn't a sport for everyone. But now everyone just seems it's the best way to get around. So they start longboarding. But it just aggravates us that you're not a skateboarder. You're not even really a longboarder. You're just somebody who's scooting yourself along.
Scooting around, yeah. I don't really know how that became such a big trend if you have a scooter. Everyone's got a scooter and a longboard.
Well, you can buy longboards now at Walmart, of all places. And it used to be you had to order them. You know, you couldn't get them around here.
Yeah, I don't know who gets it, but I'm not an original skateboarder. I'm not really into BMX sports per se. I have not adopted this trend, and I will not, and you can be thankful for that.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I'm not going to be mad at you.
You won't be mad at me, but
I'm not so tired of Mike. Mike's great.
Thanks, Curtis.
You're
I
welcome,
appreciate
Mike.
that. Little kudos on there.
Yes.
All right, yeah, but that's a trend. Yeah, not very cool.
All right, up next here on Edge 88.1, we have Did That Really Happen on the After Hours Talk Show, where we talk about some crazy news that we can't believe actually happened.
Did it really happen?
Up next here on Edge 88.1, we have Turned Down for What by Little John featuring 2 Chainz. Up next. 8.1, you're here with the After Hours Talk Show with Mike and Curtis. And we're going to do a little bit of Did That Really Happen? But before we do that, we'd like you to come out and hit us up on our Twitter page at KDPS88 or on our Facebook page at KDPS Radio. We'd be interested in hearing from all you beautiful listeners out there of different things that's going on. Did that really happen? So, Mike, what really happened this week?
All right, Curtis, let's do it like this. Let's set the scene, okay?
All right,
let's say you're a single woman in Wichita, Kansas, and you're living by yourself.
Okay, spooky.
Are you getting creeped out yet?
Yeah, I'm a little worried.
A little bit? All right.
Little Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Let's go.
Now, it's late at night.
Okay.
It's like 3 a.m. in the morning. And you wake up and you hear someone in your house.
grab the gun.
Grab the gun, right? Well, this actually happened to a woman. She wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning in her house, and she finds an intruder, just someone who walked in. And guess what she finds him doing?
What?
Eating her cookie dough.
Still hungry for some cookie dough.
Yeah, I just needed a late run for the cookie dough. You know, the back door was open, and I just thought I'd invite myself in because I could smell that heavenly cookie dough. Just too enticing. Just too enticing.
I'd definitely rather have someone steal my cookie dough rather than, like, my flat-screen TV.
Yeah, I imagine she was pretty freaked out, and, you know, he's in jail now. They got him. They usually do. But, yeah, what would you have done in that situation, Curtis? I would have been so calm.
I wouldn't have either. I'd probably thrown something at him, or if you have the handgun protection, that'd be always great. But
of course, if you legally own it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I might have unloaded with both fists. I don't know, but very strange, and I really can't believe that happened. Lock your doors, people. Lock your doors.
Lock your doors. Well, another Did That Really Happen news. Mike, do you know the band AC/DC?
Oh, of course.
Little
very classic.
Back in Black, Highway to Hell, all those good things. Yeah, well, Phil Rudd, the drummer of AC/DC, he had to quit his tour with them. They just, came with an album. They've had a lot of problems with Malcolm Young, the guitar player. But his nephew was taken over. Well, they had to release this information that Phil wasn't in the band anymore. And so people are wondering, what's going on with Phil? Well, it comes out in court today that he's going to be charged with trying to hire someone to murder 2 people.
No way.
Yes. So the song "Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap" definitely ties in well with old Phil Rudd from AC/DC.
Oh my! I'm sure Dirty Deeds were lining the streets.
Oh yeah. Well, this is
hiring a hitman.
This definitely isn't the first time with famous people hiring hitmen. You're gonna get caught. So stop being weird and
just because you're not the one pulling the trigger. In fact, you're the one enabling the killer.
Right.
By paying him.
That really happened.
I really can't believe that happened, especially for a popular band like AC/DC.
Yes.
All right, now here's a crazy story.
All right, hit me up.
Here's a crazy story. New York Troopers, some super troopers. They get this guy. He's obviously drunk, driving while intoxicated, and they arrest him. They put him in the car. They take him back to jail. Now, when they print off the results of his breathalyzer, the guy flips out, grabs the paper from the printer, and eats it. As if he's going to hide.
You can't see it.
I didn't see it. Nobody saw it. Nothing to see here. I'm not drunk. He eats it up.
Wow.
You know, I might hire this guy as my secret agent, and if he needs to eat some important papers that he's carrying, if he gets captured, I'm going to hire this guy because he has no qualms about it. He goes and he eats that paper.
Well, I mean, I guess if you have the food munchies in jail, he's already got the paper.
There you go.
All right, well, I got kind of an odd story coming from a high school in Massachusetts.
Okay.
2 young one couple, stood, and for their photos, they had a picture of them with assault air rifles in their homecoming pictures. Now, they got suspended over all of this. Now, my thing is, I think they probably should have got suspended for me. They are presenting a bad image for the school.
Yes.
But it's just weird. Why do you have an assault rifle in a homecoming picture? You want to dance. You don't want to... I don't even know. It's just crazy.
Exactly. It's a weird picture, first of all, because they're standing there. They both have the rifles at low ready. They got their fingers over the trigger. I mean, it's a safe enough pose, but they have these steely, like, really serious faces on, so they kind of look psycho.
Right.
But I don't really get what the correlation is between having your guns and going to a dance. I mean...
Right.
And it just doesn't seem to make sense to me.
It's very like old school 90s rap, like shoot up the place, woo!
Yeah, I mean, you got to know too what the national spotlight is on things of bringing guns to school and school related topics. So, yeah, I would say err on the side of not doing that.
I agree.
You agree?
It really happened.
Good. All right, well that's gonna do it tonight for the After Hours Talk Show. Hey, check out our website. Our Grandview website, kpsradio.wix.com/radio. And up next we got Super Bro by The Stillwater. Thanks for listening on Edge 88.1.
3, 2, 1. This is the After Hours Talk Show with Kelly
and Coil,
where we start off with some Cyhawk basketball talk.
Bro, because guys do some annoying stuff that leaves you thinking, what are you doing, bro?
Fruit Loop dingus?
No way, because sometimes crazy stuff happens.
No way!
Pumps you up, because sometimes you just need a little lift at the end of your day.
You
So tune in to the After Hours Talk Show, Thursday nights at 8 on Edge 88.1. Edge 88.1, it's the After Hours Talk Show with Kelly and Coil on a beautiful Thursday night in Des Moines, Iowa.
Absolutely wonderful night out there.
Absolutely wonderful night. Got a great show coming for you. Starting off with a little Cyhawk basketball talk and our bro segment.
Then we're going to go ahead and move into a little bit of No Way and a little Pump You Up here on Edge 88.1. But first we're going to go to the music with a little Walkin' on a Dream by Empire of the Sun.
Well, you know what I'm crazy for? How about Iowa? The Iowa Hawkeyes winning against Illinois last night, and that marks a 3-game winning streak for the Hawkeyes.
They're peaking right now. They're getting better and better, and that's what's impressive, especially with the backcourt that they have, which has really kind of been their Achilles tendon all year with Giselle and Jock, just not really being able to play that great against good opponents, and finally they're kind of starting to get it together.
Right,
that's
now
important.
The backcourt's picking the pace up, so that brings the question, how far can this team go in the tournament? They're looking right now to be maybe like a 9 or a 10 seed, possibly. They could work their way up to an 8 seed. How far can they really go, though? Can they win? What will be a successful postseason for them if they make the tournament? 1 win? 2 wins?
I would say success is at 2. If they could get 3, then that would be really big for the program as far as recruiting goes. Because
that would be Sweet 16.
Oh, exactly. I mean, if you're a Sweet 16 team, you're making a lot of news, and I think if they got there, that would be a very successful season, especially kind of with some of the bad losses that we have seen from them this year.
But keep in mind, this Iowa team, or the Iowa program in general, has not won an NCAA game since the early years of the Steve Alford era. So if they could win even 1 game, I think that would be pretty a milestone, at least if they even won an NCAA tournament game. It would be disappointing if they couldn't build off that at all, but I think it would be significant if they could win at least 1 tournament game.
I think it would be significant to the fans of that program. I just think that it wouldn't go so far in gaining notoriety amongst everywhere else in the nation. I feel like that wouldn't really go that far to anyone outside of an Iowa fan base.
Oh, trust me, I want the Iowa to win as many games as possible, but I will somewhat accept it if they can at least just win 1 game in the NCAA tournament.
You know what would really help Iowa, their college basketball program, is if they kind of started taking the notice of every other college basketball team and going after LeBron James Jr.
LeBron James, how old is he, by the way?
He's a 10-year-old. He is a 10-year-old.
10-year-old. So we could base our future hopes on a 10-year-old player.
Well, he's already getting scholarships, offers, and letters of interest from 4 colleges thus far.
4 colleges,
Yeah.
He's 10 years old. Okay, so are they recruiting him because his dad is LeBron James, or is he actually really good?
He is actually really good. I've seen some, just a few little videos of him playing in his league, and he's already playing with people who are in junior high and stuff, and he's already by far the best player on the court, even as a younger player. And, I mean, he's going to be good. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, yeah. There's no mistake about that. Look who his dad is.
It's just a little ridiculous to go recruiting a 10-year-old.
Right, and this is something that's happening more and more, is that programs are recruiting talent from an earlier age now, looking into middle school, even younger, like 10 years old. Like, how far will teams go? If maybe they're just like, have parents with good genetics, we want your offspring, whatever your potential offspring might be, to come play for our program, because you're going to have the genes, the DNA, to be a good... I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, what if it went that far?
Well, I tell you what, LeBron James Sr. is not happy about this. He's told all of the college coaches who have offered his son scholarships and stuff pretty much to go take a hike. Like, you should not be recruiting a 10-year-old son. That's ridiculous.
I agree. He's probably saying, we are done with this conversation. And guess what? That's the next song. We Are Done by the Madden Brothers, right here on Edge 88.1.
I punched him square in the nose. It's just as hard as I could hit him. When I hit him, blood splattered all over the locker. I mean, it was a good long stream of blood that went across, and I mean, I felt bad about it, but then again, I really didn't.
Bullying's a big problem, and I actually wrote an essay about it, about a case of bullying that got a lot of attention.
Well, I had a friend who used to get picked on a lot when I went to high school. His family didn't have a lot of money, and the reason kids picked on him a lot is he didn't have the best personal hygiene. I think it's because he didn't, his parents didn't have enough money to buy deodorant or cologne. And he was a really nice guy, but one day I was in the hallway. A couple of really popular kids at our school were picking on him and calling him really bad names. They were calling him fat and that he smelled terrible and why don't you take a bath and just really terrible things.
There's a certain kind of personality that needs to bully people for whatever psychological reasons, and those sorts of people can really wreak havoc.
And I confronted him about it. I was like, hey, why don't you leave him alone? Back off. You need to leave this kid alone. And he's like, well, why do you think you're so cool that you can tell us to leave him alone? You're just trying to look cool by standing up for him. He was poking me in the chest, and so I grabbed his left hand and flung it back, and I punched him square in the nose. It's just as hard as I could hit him.
You have to stand up for yourself on occasion and be aggressive.
I mean, I did get in trouble for it. I got called out later into the principal's office. I had to explain my story. They did find out that the kid that I punched was lying about the whole situation, and that he was bullying the kid, and that I was just there to stop the incident. I'm not promoting fighting at all, but it did stop that person from ever picking on my friend ever again. It was definitely very spur of the moment. I mean, I'm definitely not a violent person. I don't think I'd change what I did. They would have continued picking on the guy I helped out.
We know a lot about bullying and the long-term effects of kids that are bullied, not the least of which is some kids get so depressed by it that they commit suicide.
Ever since then, I've seen the kid that, I helped out, and he's always brought that up about that time, thanking me for what I did. And even his mom called my parents and, thanked me for, standing up to him, because this had been going on for a long time. One punch to the face might last just a couple seconds and be a lesson for a little while in someone's life. But words are something that are more damaging and will last an entire lifetime.
Edge 88.1's DJ Mike and Molotov. Molly?
Good evening.
Good evening. And Molly, starting off in random fashion, but what do you think about guys shaving their underarms?
Well, I guess I try not to think about guys shaving their underarms, but I think it's probably a little weird.
A little weird. Well, the reason I asked is because one of my friends lost a bet where he had to shave his underarms. But which begs the question, is that a better look and feel than having lots of underarm hair? I don't know if it's a better look, maybe a better feel. I don't know. You told me you're the guy. Well, I don't know. I've never shaved my underarms. I don't Why really know how it feels. Why don't you go try to shave your underarms? Ooh, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. To me, that's a sign of manliness. I mean, from a girl's perspective, girls would probably shave their underarms most of the time, but guys, I feel like they usually just have hair there. Yeah, I think it's better if they do have hair, but have you ever not shaved your underarms? I don't think I've never not shaved my underarms. I usually try to do that pretty consistently. I think that would be itchy and gross. Yeah, I like girls that maintain. Yeah, I mean, it's usual, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, for random facts there, coming up next is Smoke Rings by Royal Tusk. Thanks for listening to The Edge 88.1. Molly here with you. And this past weekend, I went to an Iowa Wild hockey game held at the Wells Fargo downtown.
I went with some of my family, and it was the first time I had gone in quite a while to a hockey game. And once I got there, I kind of remembered why I don't usually go to hockey games. They're a little boring for me. But after a fight broke out, I kind of remembered why I halfway like hockey games. I definitely think the fight was the best part, and I'm not even a very violent person. But the refs just sit there and let them punch each other for a minute, and they're like skating around, and they can barely even stand up, but they're still punching each other. And then they go into these, like the penalty boxes, and they keep yelling at each other through the glass, which I found was pretty funny. But if you want to go to an Iowa Wild hockey game to see the fights, might as well. Coming up next is more music on the Edge 88.1.
This is Edge 88.1's DJ Mike. Recently, I was in the Dominican Republic over spring break, and I gotta tell you, it's way different, just way different than being in the United States, for more reasons than one, but particularly the traffic. The traffic there is insane. It's just absolutely crazy. And crossing the street is the scariest thing in your life. I tried crossing the street many times. Ooh, I was so afraid every time. It's like trying to cross the freeway. There's just cars going everywhere in every direction, obeying no particular law, and driving as fast as they can, and they will flash their lights when you're trying to cross to tell you, hello, we will not stop for you, we will run you over if you try to cross here. It was just the scariest thing. It's like trying to cross the freeway, and the best word I can use to describe it is controlled chaos, because no one ever gets in an accident there. It's very weird. It almost gave me a heart attack, and guess what? The next song is Heart Attack by Demi Lovato, right here on Edge 88.1.
Welcome back to the Edge 88.1. Molly here with DJ Mike.
Oh, yeah.
And spring break recently happened for most people, and obviously there's a lot of flying going on when that's happening. What are some things that you automatically do when you get on an airplane?
Well, for me, I like getting a window seat because I like to look out the window when I'm taking off.
Oh.
And I like to put on my headphones instantly and have like specifically designed takeoff music. It really pumps me up when I...
Is it like really exciting music?
It is. It's usually like Top Gun or something like that.
You don't like try to nap right away?
No, I like to put the headphones on. I like to feel the thrust of the engine pushing me against my seat as I take off to like some really like heavy metal rock.
I'm definitely the complete opposite. I like an aisle seat so I don't get all claustrophobic, and I like to nap pretty much right away.
Okay, so you just automatically, as soon as you sit down, like you're out.
I put headphones in, and then I just try to ignore everything. 'Cause I get like motion sickness going up on the airplane when it starts to take off. I don't like it, so I just try to sleep.
Interesting. So you don't like even talk to the people next to you or read a book or anything? You're just all about sleeping and listening to music?
Yeah, I'm all about sleeping. I eventually usually read a book if the flight's too long, but I just listen to music and try to sleep as much as possible.
Well, that sounds like not a bad idea. So we hope you keep listening to music right here on Edge 88.1. Up next is Every Moment by Jodeci, right here on Edge 88.1.
This is the Edge 88.1. Molly here with you, and I got a little story for you. I found this article on the Huffington Post today, and this little 8-year-old girl from Washington, she just got done performing 600 acts of kindness. She started with 60, and she went up to 600, and she wants to keep going. She said that this all started when her grandmother died, and her grandma was 60, so she thought she would do 60 acts of kindness, and then she kind of just turned it into 600 acts. And they did everything from volunteering to providing dog food to laundry kits to Valentine's to leaving pennies just for kids to find. I thought that was pretty cool. I've only done a couple acts of kindness. I couldn't even imagine doing 600. And for being this little girl doing 600, that's pretty amazing. So if you have a random act of kindness to do, go do it. Thanks for listening to the Edge 88.1. Up next is Gotta Get Away by Black Keys.
This is Edge 88.1's DJ Mike, and talking a little bit about the beach right now. I went to the beach in the Dominican Republic just last week, and the big question is when one goes to the beach, to wear sunscreen or to not wear sunscreen? That is the question. And, if you're a pasty and white like me, you want to get a good, nice tan. You don't want to put the sunscreen on, right? You don't want to protect yourself. You want to get very nice and dark. Well, my advice to people who maybe had not have gone to the beach yet this year and are very pasty and white, don't do it. Put sunscreen on. Don't do what I did.
I didn't put any sunscreen on, and I paid the price. Oh, I got burned red like a lobster, and guess what? I'm peeling right now like a banana. I'm literally shedding skin like a lizard. So don't do it, guys. Make sure you lather up with the sunscreen. Stay safe. Got more music up here on the Edge 88.1.
You're listening to The Edge 88.1. Molly here with DJ Mike.
Oh, yeah.
And we're talking a little bit about phones. Are you a caller or a texter?
Ooh, I would say that I'm definitely a texter.
Do you ever talk on the phone?
Well, I do, but I keep my conversations very short and concise. One, I think it takes a lot of time to have a conversation with someone voice to voice. Plus, I think it's bad for your health to have a phone pressed against your head for a long period of time.
Don't you think it's bad to be looking at a screen the whole time too, though?
Not necessarily. I'd rather text and just say something quick. I'd rather text for an hour than talk on the phone for 10 minutes. I guess I see where you're coming from. But I usually keep my phone conversations at like a minute maybe, and they're usually to my parents, so, you know. Do you email at all? I do email, but sometimes I do email from my phone, but mostly that's like a computer thing for me.
Oh, see, I email through my phone a lot more than I do my computer, too.
Yeah, I use my phone primarily for texting.
Oh.
I'm not a big caller guy, because I really think that there's health issues that come from talking on the phone too much. You can get like cancer, that part of your head.
Yeah, I guess you could. I agree with that, I guess.
If I do talk, sometimes I'll use speakerphone.
Okay, yeah.
Especially when I'm driving.
Yeah, that's smart. Don't drive and talk on the phone. It's dangerous.
Like I said, stay safe out there. Up next on Edge 88.1 is Lover of the Light by Mumford & Sons. This is Edge 88.1's DJ Mike and Molotov Molly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Guess what, folks? Easter is coming up in about 2 weeks.
Yes.
And Molly, do you have any interesting or great Easter traditions that you and your family do?
I don't know if they're great, but I guess they're great to us. We always go out to my grandparents and have lunch or brunch of ham and mashed potatoes and pie and all that fun stuff. It's kind of like a second Thanksgiving for us.
Oh yeah, that's a great way to describe it. Is almost like an Easter Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
My family also has a big meal together, ham. Sometimes we eat lamb as well.
Yeah.
It's very tasty. Mashed potatoes. It's a big get-together. We always go to church. We dress up really, really nice.
Okay.
Do you ever have an Easter egg hunt, though?
We have not had one in a while. Most of the kids are all grown up, and we haven't had any new kids come around yet. So, I don't know. Have you?
Well, yeah. I got to say, growing up, I loved Easter egg hunts.
They're fun because it's food.
Yeah, exactly. We look for candy. But, as an adult, I've grown up a little bit. But the nice thing is when you have brothers and sisters who have kids and you become an uncle, then you get to partake in Easter egg hunts with your nieces and nephews.
Do you steal all the eggs from your nieces
I do.
and nephews?
I am ruthless. I go after those eggs with a passion. I like chocolate.
That's mean.
Hey,
it's
still fun searching for candy.
It is. And that is it for DJ Mike and I. Speaking of done, up next is We Are Done by the Madden Brothers on Edge 88.1.
Edge 88.1, it's DJ Mike of the After Hours Talk Show here on Switch Week on KDPS Radio. Talking a little bit of the Iowa Hawkeyes today. Man, did they lay an egg in the Big Ten tournament. After winning 6 straight games in the Big Ten, their last 6 games, they lose to the lowest seeded team in the Big Ten tournament. A very, very disappointing loss after what had been such a hot finish to the season. Now the question is, for the rest of the tournament, will Iowa, speaking of the March Madness, the NCAA tournament, will Iowa be able to shake this shocking loss to Penn State? Will they recover? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Speaking of waiting, I Will Wait is next by Mumford & Sons here on Edge 88.1. This is Edge 88.1. It's the After Hours Talk Show. Ever had your pants on fire? No, I don't mean lying either, but I've had my pants on fire before, and I wasn't lying. Well, I was camping many years ago when I was just a young boy, and it was very cold out, and when I was trying to be next to the fire to stay warm, I was standing in the fire, and of course there was hot ash everywhere, and I was standing there keeping warm, and eventually I decided to walk back to the cabin. Well, actually,
I walked into the cabin, and some of the old-timers sitting around looked at me and said, "Hey, look at your pants." And sure enough, I looked down, they were smoldering. And I was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" Sure enough, it was on fire, and those old-timers sure had a big laugh, so much to my embarrassment. Needless to say, my pants aren't going to be on fire anymore. I learned my lesson that day. More music next on The Edge 88.1. Edge 88.1's DJ Mike of the After Hours Talk Show. Well, a Pennsylvania man did something really gross when he was trying to avoid being arrested for public drunkenness. The cops were after him, and he went into the yard of a nearby house, and he saw something in the ground, and he rolled in it. Yeah, it was poop. He rolled around in feces, dog feces, and he told the cops, "You can't arrest me! I'm rolling around in feces!" Well, needless to say, he was arrested anyway. But nice try, but man, is that gross. Guy sounds like Trouble, and guess what? Trouble is next by Taylor Swift, right here on Edge 88.1. This is Edge 88.1. It's DJ Mike of the After Hours Talk Show. Well, guess what? Archaeologists dug up some 300-year-old pretzels in Bavaria a couple of days ago. And they found these pretzels really burned. So can't you just imagine, I mean, that's 300 years ago. So, I mean, Beethoven, Bach, Mozart were all around. Can't you just see them all sitting around at this beer hall eating pretzels and be like, "Ugh, these pretzels are awful. We should burn these pretzels up." And then no one ever came to that beer hall again. Because the pretzels were really bad. Who knows? More music next on The Edge 88.1. This is Edge 88.1's DJ Mike of the After Hours Talk Show. Guess what? I was walking along at school a couple days ago. You know, at something I saw a flurry of movement around a tree, some of the bushes on campus, and I saw this huge red-tailed hawk descend upon this rabbit with his talons and slay him. Just killed him and ate it right in front of us. Just sat there nonchalantly picking this thing apart. And all these people gathered around, and they had their cameras out taking pictures of it, and people always like, "Ew, gross, the thing's eating it." And the hawk just looked over at us and said, "Yum, this tastes really good." More music next, right here on The Edge 88.1. This is Edge 88.1. It's DJ Mike of the After Hours Talk Show, and a huge fight going to happen May 2nd. This is the biggest fight that's going to happen in the last 10 years. It's Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, two undisputed champions. Now, this fight has been tried to be arranged for many, many years now, and both sides have kind of shied away from it, especially Floyd Mayweather. But now, the battle of the ages is going to happen. Pacquiao versus Mayweather. It's going to be a crazy fight, lots of money involved, and Pacquiao is your early favorite, so you have to stay tuned and see who wins this gigantic fight. More music next on The Edge 88.1. This is Edge 88.1's DJ Mike of the After Hours Talk Show. And folks, going on road trips this spring, during spring break, what is the worst part of going on a road trip? I gotta say, for me, it's probably having your legs cramp up after sitting for 4 hours, because I'm a really tall guy, and when you sit for that long, you feel like you can't feel your legs anymore. They just go to sleep. And that's probably the worst thing that happens to me. And guess what? I got a 5-hour road trip to Chicago right after the show tonight, so I'm going to leave you with a little Shut Up and Dance by Walk the Moon, right here on Edge 88.1.